My name is Peter Berninger, and I'm here with
Colleen Murphy from Classic Album Sundays.
Now, Classic Album Sundays. I've been seeing things about the internet about you on Classic Album Sundays, and you promote and push out worldwide sharing of everybody's listening to the same album on a certain Sunday.
Yeah, it started as an album listening event in my friend's pub. I was building a hi-fi with my husband, getting loads of different components, and I have thousands and thousands of records because I've been, doing music since I was 14. Started on a 10-watt radio station in my high school, and was in the music business since then. I won't tell you how old I am.
So you were an on-air personality when you were in high school?
Yeah, for 4 years, and I went to NYU, and I was a program director there. I did syndicated radio. I worked at 4 different record shops. I owned a record label. I DJ'd internationally for a decade. And yeah, after our daughter was born, we started working on a hi-fi at the house, and I started getting back to my roots musically. And yeah, people would come over. My husband would make Sunday lunch, and after we put our daughter to bed, I'd say, what album do you want to listen to? Because I have thousands. Pick an album that you know, because I think if you hear it on a nice hi-fi, you'll hear something different.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started. Then I thought of an idea of doing it kind of in a space. So my friend owns a pub, and started it in a pub called the Hanbury Arms in Islington in London. And it became a hit. I mean, the first time it was 10 people, but word got out, and now we do them in London. We do it twice a month there. London, Glasgow, Edinburgh, New York, Boston, Oslo, Tokyo, and adding on all these cities this year as well. Plus we do festivals, museums, art galleries, events with record companies. So it's really kind of, becomes something quite interesting.
Do you shoot video at the events and then kind of put them all together and splice them together and put them out there on the website?
I've kind of stayed away from the visual side, to be honest. The next thing that I'm doing at the new museum, I have 3 different David Bowie producers. So I have Ken Scott co-presenting Ziggy Stardust. I have Tony Visconti co-presenting Heroes, and Nile Rodgers co-presenting Let's Dance. And the group that's putting it on, Red Bull Music Academy, they'll be filming it. So that will go up.
Oh,
but cool. I think, yeah, I mean, just an ordinary event, especially when people are actually engaged in the listening process.
Yeah, it's kind of private.
Lights. Yeah. It's kind of private.
Yeah,
people always ask for pictures, and I don't even really have a lot of pictures of them, because I'll take pictures of the equipment for their records, but I don't really take pictures of the people listening, because it seems like it's a little intrusive. And I don't think you can really get it across in a visual sense, because what's really important is what's going through people's minds.
That's right.
As the album is playing. It's not how they look.
So everybody kind of votes and puts up a thing for like what they would want to be on the next Classic Sunday?
It's not really voting. I put up a board, which I have one here. People share some of their favorite classic albums. I post those onto our website, classicalbumsundays.com, under album suggestions. And I kind of read it and pay attention to it, and that's how I kind of decide what's the album of the month. I've been doing a lot of anniversaries recently. It's not always that way, but next month is New Order, Power, Corruption, and Lies, and that's 30 years old next month. Last month it was Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. I try to go through different decades as well. So the following month in June, it'll be Massive Attack, Blue Lines, which is 1990 or 91, I believe. So it's like trying not to just do 70s or just 60s, or it's trying to go through the decades. I've done 50s albums as well.
Wow, it's wild. We came in the room here, you're playing some Elvis, and
your that was in
taste,
between. That was in between album sessions. It was packed in here for Hunky Dory and for Pet Sounds today. But you kind of want to keep the music going to show off this gorgeous system. Someone handed me a 45 RPM test pressing of Elvis that was mastered from analog tape, so I had to put it on. That's
great. I have to ask you a question. Is tomorrow one of the Sundays?
Yes, tomorrow's one of the Sundays. We have tomorrow Stevie Wonder Intervisions, Kraftwerk Audubon, and Love Forever Changes.
Wow. So you'll be playing that tomorrow in this room?
In this room. I'll be playing that tomorrow.
We'll come in and we'll do a little snippet.
Yeah, okay, great.
Excellent. Thank you, Colleen.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Okay, very good.
Thanks.